Hello, I wanted to go over, I hope everyone's doing all right. I want to go over James, the first chapter, verses 12 through 14. Yeah, cool. 12 to 14. James, the first chapter, verses 12 through 14. This is the NLT version. All right. God blesses those who patiently endure testing and temptation. Afterward, they will receive the crown of life that God has promised to those who love him. And remember, when you are being tempted, do not say, God is tempting me. God is never tempted to do wrong, and he never tempts anyone else. Temptation comes from our own desires, which entice us and drag us away. Verse 15, these desires give birth to sinful actions, and when sin is allowed to grow, it gives birth to death. Amen. So don't be misled, my dear brothers and sisters. Whatever is good and perfect is a gift coming down to us from God, our Father, who created all the lights in the heavens. He never changes or casts a shifting shadow. He chose to give birth to us by giving us his true word, and we, out of all creation, became his prized possession. Amen. Okay, I read verses 12 through 18 because it's also powerful, and I realized I needed to finish everything out. But so basically I wanted to share that because a lot of times when people describe temptation and sin, in my opinion, they're always talking about the big stuff like thou shalt not commit murder and blah, 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 like the big sin. What is even considered a big sin, right? I think sin is sin. And so I just wanted to give a quick example that, temptation can be any type of thing that is not of God. So for example, if you're someone that is practicing taming your tongue, right, during tumultuous situations, or if a conversation is not going the way you want, you're someone that usually can tame your tongue, or you're learning not to say certain things because you could say hurtful words. So if you're tempted, right, the enemy wants you to say something rude, wants you to say something hurtful, and you give in to that temptation, then that opens up a whole another avenue for the sin to grow. So instead of it being a simple conversation that you could probably de-escalate, you say something hurtful and then it just blows up, right? And so, I just wanted us to remember, even those small little things, saying one little thing could cause a big thing, right? So doing one little small action could cause a big action. When you're driving and you see someone that maybe they're like been cutting people off and not signaling, right? So then you're like, I'm gonna get back at them, I'm gonna cut them off. That one little gesture, you could cause road rage, and that could turn into a dangerous situation, a violent situation. Whereas if you just say, dang, God bless them, they must be trying to go somewhere, I pray they don't get in a crash on their way or something like that. That could have been the action you took that would have prevented. Now there's somebody that's road raging with you and trying to hurt you because you cut them off and they don't have self-control, yada, yada, yada. So think about these small little choices that we make and try to steer clear from them, because remember, it's not God doing it. It's us in what's naturally bred in us. So we have to learn how to cultivate self-control and stagnate our impulsivity, so that way we're able to become better followers of God and doers of his word.